be learning how to multiply a fraction by a whole number, okay? And I actually really like this because it looks like it's going to be really hard and it looks like it's going to be really confusing, but it's actually pretty simple, okay? So thumbs up, you can see my screen. Here is, let's just start off very, 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 very simple, okay? Please solve what this would be. 1/4 plus 2/4, and then give me a big thumbs up once you have an answer. Josie, what is 1/4 plus 2/4?
Is 3/4.
Thank you. Josie, why was that so simple for you to do?
Because 1 plus 2 is 3, and you don't add the denominator. You just keep it the same.
Yeah, we get to keep our denominators the same, right? Because they're the same denominator. We're talking about the same amount of pieces, so we don't need to change them. Okay, great job. Now let's try this. And thumbs up if you have an answer. What they want us to do is subtract. So raise your hand if we subtract 2/4 from 1/4, what would we get? Or sorry, if we have 2/4 and we subtract 1/4, what would we get? Callie.
We would get 1/4.
Good job. And why was that super easy for you to do?
Because they have the same denominator, and then 2 minus 1 equals 1. So.
Good job, right? The denominators are the same, so we don't have to change them. It makes it very, very easy for us to do, okay? So we know how to add fractions. We know how to subtract fractions. We could even do it if the denominators were different, right? We just know we have to make them the same. What we're going to be doing today is multiplying fractions by a whole number. What I want you to do on your piece of paper that you are working with is to just solve this. Okay, and thumbs up once you have an answer to this. Okay, thumbs up if you have an answer to 8 times 5. Michael, what is 8 times 5?
40.
Thank you, Michael. I'm going to ask you though, Michael, did you just know this off the top of your head?
Yes.
Yeah, because you had these memorized, right? Thumbs up if that was true for you. Like you just knew right off the top of your head because you had this memorized. 8 times 5 is 40. But let's say you didn't know that off the top of your head. Michael, what's one way you could find out what 8 times 5 is in a different way? Like if you didn't know it off the top of your head, what could you do? Any ideas on that?
Well, you could add 5 8 times.
You could, right? You could do 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thumbs up if you could do this. Okay, who has another way you could do it? Michael said we could do adding 5 8 times. What's a different way you could do it? Leah, what are you thinking?
Maybe you could add 8 5 times.
You could do 8 5 times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, nope, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to write an 8. You're absolutely right, right? Both of these ways would work. If you didn't know off the top of your head, 8 times 5 is 40, well, you could add 5 8 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? Because multiplication is repeated addition, right? It's just adding over and over and over and over again. So it would work if we did 5 plus 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 5, because this is 5, oh, sorry, this is 5 8 times. Oh, Or we could do 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, because this is 8 5 times. Do you see how I did that? Right? This is really what we're doing when we're multiplying. We're just doing repeated addition. Okay? So I want you guys to keep that in mind when we are doing our fractions with our whole numbers. It's the same exact thing. We're doing repeated addition. Let's say I have 2/5. Okay, and I'm going to multiply this by 2. Okay, raise your hand if you can remind me, what is multiplication? What are we doing when we multiply? Joelle.
Repeated addition.
We're doing repeated addition. Great job. So this makes it actually really easy for us to think of it this way, because we know how to add fractions. We already know how to do that. And if we're just doing repeated adding over and over and over again, multiplying is super easy for us. But we're going to show this in a diagram first, okay? So I'm going to actually show 2/5 in a diagram. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 parts of my whole. Show me with your fingers, how many do I need to shade in? Good job. I need to shade in 2 parts. Okay. But how many times do they want me to show 2/5? How many times do they want me to show 2/5? Yeah, they want me to show it 2 times, or 2/5 plus 2/5. Okay, thumbs up if you agree that this and this is 2/5 2 times, right? It's 2 times of showing 2/5. So can I just add these two together and that'll give me 2/5 times 2? Yeah, so let's see what I get. Go ahead and count up my shaded portion all together and show me with your fingers how many parts are shaded. How many parts are shaded? Good job. 4 parts are shaded. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, and here's 4. So I have 4 shaded, and right now I'm talking about fifths. I have 4/5 shaded. Do you see how I did that? Okay, any questions on that? Okay, let's try another one. So what I want you to do is I'm going to give you a fraction, and the first thing I want you to do on your paper is just draw that fraction out, okay? So I want you to draw it in a diagram that shows what this fraction is, okay? So let's try, okay? Please draw this fraction. Raise your hand if you drew out 1/3.
I made a third, 1/3.
Okay, do you want me to do a circle? Do you want me to do a square?
A rectangle.
Okay, rectangle. And how many parts do I need to break this up into?
You got to break into 3.
Good job. 3 parts. So does this look good to you so far?
Yeah.
Okay, and how many do I need to shade in?
I shaded in by 1.
You shaded in just 1. Okay, now thumbs up if this is what your 1/3 looked like. Okay, now I want you to show me this 3 times, okay? Or times 3. So we already did our first time right here, okay? I need to show this 3 more times. So please draw 1/3 3 more times, and thumbs up once you have done that. Okay, so I'm going to show this 3 more times. So here's another hole, and I'm breaking it up, and I'm going to shade in 1/3. Here's another hole, and I'm breaking this up, and I'm going to shade in 1/3. Okay, now since we know multiplication is just repeated addition, I can just add these all up. So 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3. How many thirds do I have total? Show me with your fingers, how many parts do I have shaded in total? Nice job. I have 3 thirds shaded in because here's 1/3, here's 2/3, and here's 3/3. Do you see how I did that? Okay. What could I change 3/3 to? What is 3/3 also equal to? Linnea.
1 whole.
Good job. This is also equal to 1 whole. Okay. Any questions? Okay. We're going to try one more on your own. Okay. I want you to try it with the diagrams. Okay. We're going to try a few with the diagrams, but we're showing it with the diagrams first to make sure that you have a real understanding on what we're actually doing when we multiply by a whole number. What we're actually doing is we're doing this repeated addition of whatever the fraction is. I want you to try this one out. Let's do 2/6 times 2. Okay, so please start with drawing 2/6 and then see how many times do we have to show 2/6 and then what is our total? Jackson, can you walk me through? First, let's start off with what fraction are we talking about?
2/6.
Yes, good job. 2/6. So how would I draw out 2/6? What do I need to break my whole up into?
Wait, real quick, I just want to say, I think my mic is covered is the same spot as the charging port.
Oh, yeah, because it's a little like muffled. So just talk super loud.
Rectangle up into 6.
Good job. I have to break this up into 6 parts, just like that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many do I need to shade in?
2.
2. Good job. How many times does it want me to show 2/6?
2 times.
2 times, right? That's what this is telling me right here. It wants me to show it 2 times. Okay, so I'm going to draw another 2/6 over here. Okay, thumbs up if I showed 2/6 2 times. Okay, nice job. Now is the easy part. I can just add these up together to see how much I have total, right? I have 2/6 2 times, but I want to see how much it is total. So show me with your fingers, how many shaded parts do I have in total? Good job. I have 4 shaded parts total. And what fraction am I talking about right now? Am I talking about thirds? Am I talking about 24ths? Am I talking about fifths? What am I talking about? Show me with your fingers. Nice. I am talking about 6. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, but my wholes are broken up into 6 parts. So I'm talking about 6. So I have 4/6 total.